It's Southern Belle versus Southern Belle, with actress Grace Andrews taking on her friend and actress Allison Clay in The Office and Cats trivia. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be? And welcome to another edition of the Trivia with Buds podcast. This is the weekly trivia show that I put out on Tuesdays at 8 a.m. Pacific time, and I'm so glad you checked out another episode, or maybe your first episode. We've done 30. This is number 30, and you can go back and check out all the other 29 episodes and listen to all the guests battling in tons of amazing topics like Seinfeld and WWE, or Bon Jovi and Sylvester Stallone movies, or Johnny Cash and different sitcoms, with tons of great guests like Jim O'Hare from Parks and Rec, and great friends and family of mine from all across the country. So check those episodes out. My daughter is walking in the room right now as I record this. Can you say hi, Annabelle?
Hi.
That's Annabelle, and she just grabbed the mic and said hello into it. She has no pants on, no diaper. She is potty training, and Mom's holding the little potty bucket that she went in. Did she go one or two? Number 2. High five. Wait, louder. High five again. There it is. She gave me a good high five. What did you think about that? What do you think about all this potty training? What are you going to say? What's your name?
Apple.
Annabelle what?
Buds.
Annabelle Buds. And you're potty training?
Yeah.
How old are you?
2.
2? And what's your favorite thing to do besides singing and dancing? What do you like to do?
Dad.
More dancing? I love it. That's my daughter, and she's very cute. And we have an amazing episode for you today. Before we get to it, it's all about cats and The Office trivia. So if you watch that show, or you have like any interest in different types of cats, you will love the trivia. I want to talk real quickly. I went to a thing called a neon wedding this past Sunday night. My good friends Rachel and Josh, actually my wife's good friends. They're friends of mine too, though. But Rachel Kokol, who my wife grew up with, threw this amazing wedding. And they had a really cool entrance song. It was the song Heroes by David Bowie, but sung by Peter Gabriel. And they had all these neon lights that they made above the reception hall. And when she came out, the music was going to the neon was lighting up to different beats of the song. And when she finally got out there was this big gleaming part of the song. And that was like where everybody saw her for the first time. So it was really, really cool. So shout out to them. And you can check out pictures and stuff from that if you go to #aneonwedding. So check that out. This Friday night, I will be at Eno Vino, a wine shop in Glendale, Atwater Village area, on Glendale Boulevard, doing some bi-weekly trivia that we do there. Annabelle's getting in trouble because she's not supposed to be in here, but Mom's chasing her around like a cat and mouse thing. It's pretty great. She doesn't want to leave, and you won't want to leave. Trivia this Friday night in Atwater Village with me, 8 to 10 p.m. Check it out, Eno Vino, OENOVINO, in Atwater Village, and it'll be a ton of fun. And you can win live trivia parties at all my events this week. That's right. I'll come to your house. You pick the rounds. I'll write the questions, and we'll all have a good time. So check that out. That's available at all my different locations. Check out triviawithbuds.com to see where you can play. And without any further ado, we're going to dive into some cats trivia and some Office trivia. Here we go. Annabelle, you want to say here we go?
I do.
Here we go.
He did that.
Good enough. Sitting here with two good friends of mine, two female friends that are much younger than me and make me feel old because I have a beard and you guys have youthful glows to your faces. and you probably have headshots that make you look even younger. And I'm talking to two actresses, Miss Grace Andrews. How you doing, Grace?
I'm good. How are you?
And Allison Clay Williams.
Hey.
Do you go by Allison Clay Williams? Does it matter?
I do Allison Clay.
Allison Clay. I
Yeah.
like it. Made and molded in clay. That's a fun thing, right? That's in your bio, right? The
Right.
first line.
Definitely.
So
The
artsy.
clay of
know.
the clay of the Arkansas rivers. Is there an Arkansas River?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And you guys have both played in the clay at the Arkansas River.
I actually don't think you're supposed to go into the river.
Very toxic clay situation down in AK. I have been doing this show for 30 episodes. You guys are guests number 30 on the 30th episode. That's kind of fun.
That's
Cool.
exciting.
You guys are not even 30 years old, so that's fun.
Not
No.
even. No, I'm close.
You're closer than me.
You are both actresses, and you are both from Arkansas. You grew up together doing a lot of theater and fun stuff. What's the funnest thing you guys have ever acted in together?
Probably when I met you was when we did Annie.
Yeah, I was going to say Annie too.
And I mean, we were really little.
Did
but
one of you get to be Annie?
No.
I was Molly.
Molly?
Yeah.
I don't know the thing well enough. Who's Molly? Is she
She's the itty bitty one.
itty bitty?
The one that cries a lot.
Yeah, she
a lot.
cries a lot, and Annie like comforts her. I was just like orphan number 4,
I gotcha.
but I loved it.
yeah. I get Annie and Heidi confused quite a bit. Did you ever do Heidi? Did you ever do that play?
No.
That's a Shirley Temple movie. Did you ever see that
Yeah.
one?
When I
Oh,
was
yeah, yeah,
little,
yeah.
people called me Shirley Temple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Shirley Temple, is she still alive? No, she just
No.
She
she
died a couple
did.
years ago.
But
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't know. She was one of those people where you like didn't. I thought she died in the 70s, but she was like still around doing a lot
I know
of
it
stuff.
was so sad though.
Just recently, yeah, she's great. My mom used to make me watch Heidi along with a lot of other movies. Did you ever see Anne of Green Gables?
Yes.
I think I brought that up on the podcast like somehow 4 times. Thanks, Mom. Anne of Green Gables, Heidi, Into the Woods.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, Into the Woods, favorite.
My mom would put on musicals like on PBS and then be like, make me brush her hair, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be gay, right?
Wait, I'm so sorry. She made you brush her hair.
She would be like, I'll give you $1 if you brush my hair, and she would put on like old musicals.
Well,
And
so
I'm
long
like,
as you got paid.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean.
I made some good money
That's weird.
and turned out straight. So here we go. This is the podcast, and we're going to get to know you guys a little bit. Grace, I met you on the set of Parks and Rec. We were both extras.
I know. Happy 4-year anniversary.
I know. My thing came up today, and it said 4 years ago, here's a picture of you on set. It was when the episode aired, so it was actually probably 6 months before that.
Oh, okay.
But it was the episode aired today, or there was a screenshot that I posted 4 years ago today, which is crazy.
I know.
Because I don't see you that often. We've only seen each
No.
other maybe a handful of times since then and now, and that was back in 2013, I want to say.
Yeah, but we're still like best friends. So
We're
it's
best
fine.
friends, that's right. And you were like, we were paired up as like a couple at a soiree or something. It was like a big fundraising event on the show
Yeah,
that
it's
turns
like a
into
gala.
a wedding. A gala, that's it. That's the
Yeah.
word. It was in a tent. Do you remember what town we were in when we filmed that?
Wait, like in LA?
Yeah, was that like Encino or something? I
It
don't
was
remember.
yeah, it was like Van
took
Nuys
school
or
buses.
Encino.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So we got to the studio, CBS Studios, where they film Parks and Rec, where the actual sets are. We got on school buses where we were going to a field trip. They drove us, and then it got nighttime, and then it was like, where are we? And
It was
I didn't
also
know.
like so cold.
It was cold, it was rainy and stuff.
Yeah.
And we were like, I was in a tuxedo,
Yeah.
which I bought from a lady on Magnolia in Burbank. The place was called Hubba Bubba.
I
She
know
was
that place.
real snippy about it. She's like, why don't you get a tie? Why don't you get 2 ties? Why don't you want 3 ties? Like she was just trying to get me to buy all this extra stuff. And so I had that tux on. It barely fit. You were dressed up nice. And I got that gig because I'm friends with Jim O'Hare from the show, who plays Jerry, who's
That's
been on this
right.
show. He was on episode 5, if you want to go back and listen to it. Sitcoms versus Johnny Cash trivia. And
that's fun.
it was really cool. Jim O'Hare, one of the nicest guys in show business. And it was cool because he would come up to me amongst the hundreds of extras and be like, Ryan, what's going on? And I barely know him, but
I know, and
at
I
that
just
time I barely
tagged
knew
along.
him. And you were kind of next to me, so we became kind of like, oh, like those guys must know somebody. And then
Yeah.
we got placed in really cool scenes where like we're with the whole cast. And do you remember? I think you were next to me. I watched the trailer for Les Miserables.
Yes,
on
I
Rob
watched it with
Lowe's
you.
phone.
Rob Lowe was like right in front of us.
He held up his brand new iPhone and he goes, "Oh, this looks really good." And he put it on his
Yeah,
phone.
and we watched
were
it with
like,
Rob Lowe.
And then I was elbowing you like, "Oh my god, like we're going
I
to
know.
talk about this someday on a podcast in 4 years."
I remember Ron Swanson, but Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
Nick Offerman's his real name. I remember he said hi to me, and I didn't watch the show at the time, so I didn't know
Yeah.
who he was. And I was like, "Hi,"
And
and
it
I
was
was
this
just like
craft
really
service guy with
confused.
a mustache. Yeah.
I know, and you had to like explain everything to me, like the
Yeah.
plot and.
Well,
all of it.
you're young now, but you were what, 19 at the time?
18.
18. You had just moved here.
Yeah, I think I was like 4 months in, maybe.
Crazy. And since then, you've done a lot of fun stuff, a lot of acting, a lot of shorts and things out here. And then you've become a Instagram influencer. as I would
gosh.
describe it, right?
I would hope so, but I don't know.
If people don't know what that is, it's like a company wants to get some exposure. It's kind of like advertising. Like they're like,
Right.
oh, this looks like a good face, and the stuff that she posts and the style of stuff that she posts matches our product. So she'll elevate it in some way. And influencers, as far as I can tell, you don't have to have 2 million followers. Like they want people that have like a few thousand dedicated real people, as opposed to like a million people who some of much might be bots and all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are some? Didn't you work? What was a product you worked with or a company?
I just did a product with wood watches, Jord wood watches.
That's right.
And
You
it was
were
really
telling me about
cool. Yeah. And the good thing about us that only have like 1,000 or a couple thousand followers is that they don't really have to pay us. So they'll just give you free stuff.
Yeah, which is nice.
And, which
too.
is so nice. I'll do it for free stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I got a watch, and then I had another watch that I was able to give a gift. I did one for Christmas and Valentine's Day, or kind of like the New Year, and that one was really fun. And I've done like a couple of different things, but that was the most recent.
That's awesome. And it's funny. You just pretty much, you would be doing that anyway, right? That kind of posting, but you just kind of incorporate it. Do you model the watch, or how do you do? What was your tactic?
Yeah, they had specific things they wanted me to do. They wanted me to do about 3 to 5 posts, and one of them had to be on my wrist. One of them had to be like in the package it came in. It came in this really fancy like wooden box. And
they're like, we need one of you and Kanye West. You're like, what?
Wait, yeah.
They just slip it in.
Just like, yeah. Like, I'll try my hardest.
Yeah.
And then it was just kind of like whatever else I wanted to do that kind of fit like my aesthetic.
Yeah. And your
As in
aesthetic
knowing
is,
that
I would
it's-
say, colorful.
Yeah,
I would say a
definitely.
lot of like, you'll take a picture in front of a giant brick wall that's super bright red, and you'll have contrasting or matching colors on, and it's really cool.
Yeah,
they're definitely eye-catching. Like it looks like whenever I see those pictures on Instagram, I'm always like, bullshit. Like this is some bullshit account that like is not like, when somebody, when someone comments on your Instagram picture like, nice pics, keep it going, or something. You're like, that's not a real comment, and you go and you realize they're like some weird company that's not like actually commenting, like they're just a stock comment that they put on
for
pictures.
sure, yeah.
But your pictures have that like stock quality to them, but they also seem really personal, so that's kind of cool.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you
it's
go.
fun. I like doing that.
And I had a question for you about LA versus the South. What are your like big bullet points in living here for 3-4 years now versus growing up in the South?
Biggest thing is, well, there are a lot of big things. Probably first off being traffic. As basic as that is, it is traffic.
A lot of country roads where you guys grew up?
Not where we
too
lived.
many.
Yeah.
We were definitely like city girls.
Okay.
Yeah. As odd as that sounds in the South, but
Sure.
yes, definitely lived in a city. I would also say the people are very different. Everybody
Sure.
here is very much to themselves, personal space, kind of like my way, where am I going kind of thing. Whereas in
Yeah.
the South, you could meet somebody like in a grocery line, they'll just tell you all about their day.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Hug
then-
strangers constantly.
Yeah,
Sure.
and be like, "Hi, sweetheart, how are you? Like,
Yeah.
thanks for coming. Have a blessed day." You know,
Even homeless people out here, I've noticed, are a little bit reserved. Like you'd think, like I gave a giant bag of stuff to a homeless guy recently, and I said, "What's your name?" And he goes, "I'm me. Who are you?" And I'm like, "I'm Ryan." He's like, "Well, I'm me." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm giving you
right.
stuff. You could give me like a fake name. You don't have to say me."
Right.
But yeah, that was kind of interesting. And yeah, it is definitely different. Even from Chicago, like when I first moved out here, I did have this expectation that everybody was going to be like fake boobs and in your face and like real entourage-y.
Models, yeah.
And it wasn't so much like you run into that everywhere,
Right.
every once in a while. But I found that, like, I remember I was at an IKEA, actually the one in Burbank right over here. The first
course.
like week we came to pick up furniture or something, and this woman had like 3 crazy kids who were all running around her legs, and I was walking out and she held the door open for me, and I was like, whoa. I'm like, that would never happen in Chicago. Like people just like, especially a lady with like crazy kids, like wouldn't take a
Really?
second to hold the door open for just a dude. Like I should be holding the door open for her.
Yeah.
But she was ahead of me and whatever. But yeah, and then I was like, wow, California's different. And then after like 4 years, I'm like, oh, it's everything has its moments. But
yeah.
yeah, there you go. Southern life versus LA life. Allison, how you doing over there?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
And it's been so quiet.
You told me before when we were doing a sound check, you told me your favorite color is pink, and
It
I gave
is.
Grace the pink microphone foam cover, and you have a blue one. Are you okay with that?
I'm okay with it.
Is that your pink water bottle?
It is.
Oh, perfect. Do you guys both live here at this house?
No,
This is a palace, by the way. We're in a gold building.
this is about.
I would love to live here. I'm going to kick Hunter out any day now.
Oh, Hunter. I know Hunter.
I know. Hunter's sadly not here. Sorry he couldn't be here today.
We'll have to
but-
have him on when he's not such a successful actor.
Oh,
Right?
he'll be a hoot. Yeah.
What do you think his 5 topics would be? Well, give me one topic. What's Hunter the best at?
Oh my gosh, Hunter loves writing. So,
Writing, like Stephen King type questions?
So like probably like screenplays. Yeah.
Screenplay questions, very good. I just bought a bunch of screenplays. If anybody's listening and comes and plays Trivia with Buds live, I have all these screenplays to give away as prizes. Knocked Up. I just got Knocked Up, the screenplay.
I've never seen that movie, but I've heard it's so good.
Oh, you should
good.
watch it. It's hilarious.
It's a great screenplay too. I got that. I got like Crazy Heart with Jeff Bridges. They were $1 at the Goodwill, and I'm like, these are cool prizes for, for anybody who likes movies or screenwriting.
It is a really good prize.
Speaking of movies, Allison, you were in a movie, and that movie was called I Saw the Light.
Yeah.
About the life of Hank Williams.
Yes.
How was that? Tell us about it.
It was good. It was a really long day. That's the longest day I've ever had on a set. It was 20 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It is a long time.
It is.
Are you a Hank Williams fan?
No.
Were they filming it in Arkansas?
No, they filmed in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh, perfect. And did you just accept like a casting call and then you got picked?
I did.
And then they put you over there?
Yeah, I road trip down there with a bunch of people from my agency at the time.
Very cool. Sounds like our bus trip over to the Parks and Recs. Yeah.
It was like a 10-hour drive, I think.
Oh my gosh.
So by the time we wrapped, I had been up for almost 48 hours at that point.
Oh man. But you got paid.
I did.
And it was fun.
It was really fun.
And you got to be part of a big music movie history thing. I haven't seen it, but it came out in 2015.
I think so. I haven't seen it either.
Oh, no. You're like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, I think, claims that he's never watched any of his movies or something.
I'm sure. Johnny Depp definitely hasn't.
You don't think so?
No. He's like mentioned it in like interviews and stuff. And I'm just like, you're so good. Why would you not want to watch yourself?
Do you know him personally? Is he going to show up in this Instagram feed of yours, Grace?
I mean, we'll see. It's surprising.
Kanye,
you never
Depp,
know.
She knows everybody. Allison, you are an actress. You're a singer, you're a dancer, you're a model. Which one of those things would you say is like your number one of those? What do you do the most?
I do the most acting, and I like acting the most. So that works out.
Very good. Give me like, I always wonder this, like I've never been able to sing anything in my life. And I'm sure as a singer, you've had voice lessons at some point. What do they do in voice lessons? Like break that down. Like what is the process? Because if you can't do it, I don't know how you teach somebody to do it.
They're more, it's more about the technical aspects of it.
Sure.
So they
like,
teach you
how
about,
to breathe and things?
they teach you about like how to use your breath and like the position of your larynx and how that affects the sound.
Sure.
And
I don't even know what a larynx is. Okay, keep going.
You can control like which direction the sound goes, and like it changes the resonance of it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And did you ever get a lot out of taking voice lessons? Like, did you walk out of there going like, "Oh, I'm a better singer"?
I think so. I did it for about 10 years.
Yeah.
So I feel like over the 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think starting young helps.
Definitely.
Have you taken some lessons?
Oh yeah.
Are you a singer? You guys both sing?
But not like.
You guys are young. You're probably on the Music.ly app. Is that an app?
what?
Musical.ly? Isn't that an app?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
I think
barely
it's.
It's supposed to be very popular.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
Amongst
I think it's the one where you can like. Tell me if I'm wrong. You like do a song, but you sing all the different parts. So it's like
cool.
I wish I
right?
could tell you if you were wrong or right because I have no idea what it is. I just know the name.
If that counts as a singer, then no, I'm not a singer.
Gotcha.
I can definitely like carry a tune. I can definitely tell when it's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go try to have a music career by any means, but definitely can like have fun and sing some musicals if you want me to.
There you go. Allison, you won the Mike Beatty Award for monologue performance, and that stood out.
Did.
And I was like, monologue performance, is that a thing that you do for fun, or was it part of school? Like, what is monologue performance competing in monologues?
it was a big competition I went to in high school through my agency.
Okay. This agency sounds like they're getting the kids out there.
I know, it's a good agency.
Getting them out, getting some experience.
And it was like thousands of people. And in my category for that, there was like a couple hundred.
Yeah.
And we all had to do a monologue. And I worked so hard on that little monologue because I was like 15 at the time. And I was like, this is it. This is going to be the big break. And of course it wasn't. But apparently I did okay.
You won the Mike. Who was Mike Beatty? Did you ever find out?
Yeah, I got to meet him. He started in the business when Warner Brothers started.
Oh, wow.
And he was like one of their first contracted actors.
Really?
So
is he related to Warren Beatty?
I don't know.
Interesting.
That's a good question.
Next time, when you win the next award,
Right.
you'll have to ask.
Wait, what was your monologue from?
Yeah, what was it about?
It was from, I think I got it out of one of those little monologue books that you're not technically supposed to use.
Oh, like monologues for like teenage girls.
101
yeah.
one-minute monologues.
But I think the reason I did it so well is because it was about a girl who lived in a small town who hated it and wanted to move to California and be an actress.
Whoa.
And
Now
my
you're
brother,
living that monologue.
my brother thought I wrote it. And I was
I was
like,
about
no.
to say, you definitely wrote it. Don't try to say it was in a book.
No, it was definitely in a book.
It was in a book called Allison Clay Williams Live Journal, and I just lifted it off there. Did you guys do did they have speech team at your high school or forensics? Or
Yeah.
that
I
kind of
was
stuff?
definitely a forensics kid.
Were you?
Yeah.
You did the plays every year and all that stuff, and then we would do a spring play and actually, there was a winter musical or a fall musical and a spring play. I never did the musicals because I can't sing or dance.
My high school did 6 shows a year. It was
Okay.
horrible.
That's a lot.
They weren't all horrible.
Did you have a nice theater? Our theater was falling apart. It still is. It's like the catwalk's condemned. You can't even go up there. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah, we definitely it was fine, but compared to other schools in our area or county, if you even want to say that, gorgeous, arts theaters. We definitely didn't have that. So it was very small.
Well, this podcast is going to be very big because we have some very fun topics to get to. And these were 5 things I asked each of you. That's how the show works. What you're into, and you tell me the 5 things, then we kind of talk about why you're into those things. So let's first talk about your categories. Grace, you ready?
Sure.
The Office. That was your first category. What is your obsession with The Office about?
Okay, so I started The Office very, very late in the game because it just became on Netflix a few years ago. Started watching it and then couldn't stop. Watched the whole thing. Even now, I don't really watch
TV.
I just start watching it again. I'll
just
pick
throw it
random.
back on.
I
Yeah.
can pinpoint exactly which episodes I'll cry in,
Yeah.
and I purposely don't watch those episodes.
Yeah.
I've cried probably 5 or 6 times throughout the whole series, and it's a hilarious show. You shouldn't be crying during it.
Yeah. Do you like the last few seasons that everyone tended to not like as much?
I mean, I did like them. They definitely weren't as great,
Sure.
but I like them. I seasons 3 through 5,
Yeah.
just pure gold.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, I watched probably the first 100 episodes, and then probably around 5 or 6, I think I stopped watching, and then people told me it got worse and worse, but I would like to go back and watch the second half at some point.
Even when it's worse, it's still good,
Yeah.
which I think is, a good tribute to the show.
I have this weird plan in my head where I'm like, well, one day I'll probably break one or both my legs, and I'll have all these shows I have to watch.
Yeah.
I always think that. I wouldn't be able to do anything else. I'm like, I guess I'll just watch The Office or whatever.
You never know. It'll happen at some point.
Sure.
At least you have a plan.
Yeah. Siri, remind me to break my legs. Here's your next topic: Disney sidekicks, Disney villains, or Disney princesses.
I was I'm not picky. Pick
You weren't
something.
picky. You just love Disney. I like all 3 of those. Those are good. Sidekick, villains, or princesses. Maybe all 3 of those as one topic would be good. Where you kind of
Oh.
switch every other question.
Crazy.
That would be interesting. Are you? Do you have a Disney season pass?
I don't actually. I'm
Oh.
a horrible Disney fan. I
It's
know.
expensive to be a Disney fan.
It is, and I mean, I go all the time, but I also
Yeah.
have friends that work there,
Sure.
so I can kind
They
of
can
get
hook it
some
up?
perks every now and then.
Very good.
I've been trying to convince her to get a pass for months.
Do you have one?
I do.
Oh, nice. I just got one, but I got it as a gift from my mother-in-law because our daughter is 2 and they're free until 3. So
wow.
my wife got one from her dad for her birthday. And then I got one for my birthday, and then the kid's free. And then my mother-in-law bought one for herself. So all 4 of us go. The 3 of them go quite a bit. They've probably gone 20 times in the last couple months, and I've
Wow.
gone maybe 10 times. But it's fun, and it's
It's so
definitely
fun.
worth it. Once you go 3 times, it pays for
Oh,
it.
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's perfect for her age. She's really starting to like the characters, and she doesn't like going up to them. She likes to wave at them.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Ooh, Donald," and I'm like, "You want to go see him?" No. And she's
No.
hey.
I mean, they're kind of intimidating.
They are, and they kind of try and interact, and then she gets really freaked out. So
Yeah, she saw
hopefully-
them. That's all that matters.
Yeah, hopefully in the next couple year or so, she gets a little bit more used to them. Do you have a favorite sidekick? Let's do favorite sidekick, favorite villain, and then favorite princess.
Sidekick. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Flounder.
Yes, flounder.
Okay, I'm going to say villain because I know that one off the top of my head.
Yes.
Yzma from Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, I don't think I've ever
Cannot
seen
be Yzma and Kronk.
Okay.
What, you've never seen it? I'm so
it.
sorry.
I don't think I have.
What?
Ryan, it's the funniest one you've ever seen.
Is
It's
it really?
so
Emperor's
funny.
New Groove?
Yes.
That's right up your age range. I think,
Yeah.
right?
It's David
Late
Spade
90s?
and
Was it
John
late 90s?
Goodman voicing it.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
Oh, I gotta see it.
So
I'll have to
good.
watch it soon.
It used to be on Netflix. Is it not anymore?
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Watch it all the time.
The Office and Emperor's New Groove.
And Emperor's New Groove.
Yep.
But
So that's your favorite sidekick. Favorite villain.
No, that's the favorite villain.
Oh, that's favorite villain.
She's hilarious. You've got to watch it. Okay, sidekick. I've got to come back to that. I know I have it, but I can't think of it right now. And I'm really stressed out. Favorite princess. It's always going to be Cinderella.
Yeah.
I was like Cinderella probably like 4 years in a row when I was little.
Me too, JK. Well, I was floundering. No. That's good. So you dressed up like Cinderella quite a bit.
Yeah.
My mom used to make me dress up like Cinderella and brush her hair. Isn't that weird? No, I'm just kidding.
That would be weird.
And
like, sidekick, you got nothing?
Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. I can't think of a side. Oh no, here, I knew it. Mushu from Mulan.
Yes.
I do know that one. Mulan, the little dragon, voiced by Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Very good. All right, your next topic. Those were 3 good answers. Your next topic was roommate pet peeves, which is a weird thing for me to write trivia on since I don't know.
Well, I didn't know. Like, sure. I kind of didn't. I couldn't remember if we were doing trivia or not. And I remember like at one point you and I had talked about doing something with roommates, but I was like, I'm just going to throw it in there. And if it's wrong, we don't have to do it.
What are some pet peeves? Are these about your roommate Hunter?
Yeah, but I thought they could be kind of like generalizations.
Sure.
Like you'd like dishes or, you know, like things being left out that shouldn't be in the living room, you know.
This would be fun for me to try and write the questions on.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I would ask. I'd be like, what the type of dish is most frequently left out? Rubbermaid Tupperware. I have no idea. That'd be crazy.
Just like little things.
Little things that bug you. I like that topic. Harry Potter was your next one. Yeah. That kind of matches everything I know about you in terms of nerdiness.
Oh, yeah.
You walked in. When I walked in, you had a wand that you turned the TV off with.
Remote
which was like
control.
a universal programmable wand from Harry Potter world.
It is, and it's
Pretty
wonderful.
sweet. What else can you turn on and off with it?
I mean, it kind of like, it has 12 different functions. So right now it can turn the TV on and off. It can open the DVD player and close it and regulate the volume. That's all we have programmed so far.
That's pretty good stuff.
Oh, I want one so bad.
I wanted to remote start your car. That would be kind of fun.
I'm sure they have like some type of extension. We'll see. I'll look for it.
Your last, do you have, do you go to Universal over here for Harry Potter Land?
I have been. It's cool. But I went to the one in Florida like a week after it opened.
Yeah.
So I think that's still going to be like way more special.
That one seems a lot bigger to me, doesn't it?
It's giant. Yeah.
And then I have the train thing they added, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I haven't been there since they added that, but I went basically when it was like what we have here.
Yeah.
But when it first opened, so it was like way more emotional because it was very first.
I just got the Chamber of Secrets hardcover illustrated book that came out for Valentine's Day from the wife and daughter. And I was reading it to her, and they were talking about at the beginning the cart pushing all the treats on the train. And I'm like, ooh, I wonder if they have that on the train in Florida, because that would be really cool if like the cart lady came around
sure
with
they
the
do.
stuff.
Yeah.
That'd
They
be
should.
so much
That'd
fun.
be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Your last topic, Stranger Things, another Netflix series. Can't get enough.
God bless Stranger Things. I love it so much.
It's a great show.
So good.
Super Bowl trailer for season 2. Did you see it?
Saw it like, oh my gosh, watched it like 6 times
It's
in a row.
gonna be awesome.
I was like trying to like analyze it, like what could this mean? Because I'm not going to watch any other trailers because I don't want it to be given away.
It was such a surprise to watch that show. Like every episode, you're like, oh, like I've never wanted to watch a show more and more. And then you had them all, like instead of having to wait weeks, like Breaking Bad or something.
It was like a movie.
It was great.
Like you couldn't stop watching it.
Allison, did you love it?
I did. I binge watched it, and I did not know the episodes were an hour because they felt like they went so fast.
Yeah, so good. Great acting, awesome story. The kids were great. Everything about it. Love it. So those are your topics. Those were amazing. And one of those will be chosen as your topic for the episode today. Which one do you think I chose? Do you have any guesses?
I don't know. I would say like probably.
I'll give you a hint. It's not roommate pet peeve.
I didn't know we were doing trivia. You just said topics.
Other people have done that, by the way, where they're like,
okay, good.
It's like the Brexit. Somebody said like, and I was like, what? Like they thought it was just like conversation topics.
Yeah.
So totally get it.
I don't know. I feel like you'd probably pick Stranger Things or like something Disney related.
One of those two. All right. Allison, here's your 5. You said blogging and vlogging.
Yes.
Are you a blogger and or vlogger?
I run a YouTube channel, so I vlog sometimes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you have a big following?
No.
You're one of these influencers, though. Maybe you have a few hundred, few thousand.
It's a relatively young channel.
Yeah.
It's like we're still building.
And what is the kind of stuff you post? Like, this is where I'm at in LA on my journey from Arkansas?
Yeah. I definitely vlogged every day, the 3 days that it took us to drive out here. I started it about a year ago. I do mainly like lifestyle type videos, and I do a lot of makeup related videos because I'm a huge makeup junkie.
Sure.
Yeah.
The thing I always hear from, I listen to this guy, Gary V. Have you ever heard of that guy? Gary Vaynerchuk. He's like a marketer, social media type guy. He's a huge multimillionaire, built tons of businesses and things. But he has a podcast he puts out like every day, and he always talks about documenting stuff instead of just posting stuff. So instead of like, I'm at the store, cool day, like document like what you're doing at the store, what are you buying to further what, that kind of stuff.
Cool, yeah.
So when you think about it more like that, it makes it more interesting because more and more people, a lot of the reason people watch anything online is to like learn something from it, like but without looking like how to do this. Like they just want to like take stuff in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, instead of like almost anytime anybody asks me how do you get a trivia night going? I like love to tell them because it's not like sometimes people are like, won't that take away your business? And I'm like, no, because I do it better than everybody. And I want everybody to find their thing. You know what I mean? So if that's your thing and you can do it better than me, and I was the person that told you about it, like that's my own fault. But like, if you find the thing that you're really into and you're passionate about and you can like, explain it in a fun way, I think people would latch onto that. So that's cool. So vlogging and YouTube is a platform. Where can people find you on YouTube?
It's Allison Clay on YouTube.
Allison Clay. And that's
super
with an
creative.
E. There's an E on the end,
Yes,
right?
there is.
So Clay with an E, Allison Clay. Very cool. Blogging and vlogging. Do you have any favorite bloggers or vloggers? I know there's a million of them.
I love Nikki Phillippi.
Nikki Phillippi. I don't think I know who that is. Wait, did she get in trouble for calling somebody fat?
I don't think so.
Somebody did like a fat shaming video, like a blonde vlogger, a couple years
I know
ago.
who you're
Do
talking
you know what I'm
about. Yeah, I don't know the name, but yes, I know.
She's a brunette, so I think she's safe.
Yeah. Nice. And what do you like about her?
She's just really funny. She lives
fun to
here in
watch.
LA. She's actually the one that inspired me to start my channel.
Oh, interesting.
Just because
Have you ever told her that?
No.
You should.
You should.
I should.
Talk to
I
her.
should like track her down.
I know it's most of the time people won't respond because they have 1 million followers, but
Right.
every once in a while they do, and it matters, and they do read that stuff. I imagine. So good stuff. Disney. You just said Disney in general, so you didn't
Yes.
break it down like old Grace did. You just said Disney. You got
giving
that
you
season
ideas.
pass we talked about.
I do.
Do you have a favorite princess?
I love them all.
Uh-huh.
I'm most like Rapunzel, so I feel like I have to say Rapunzel.
What do you think Disney's missing in princesses if they came out with a new one? Like, what's maybe something you haven't seen before, or like, do you have any ideas for a princess? If somebody came from Disney and said, "Pitch me a princess that you'd want to play."
I love that the last few movies, like Moana and Frozen, I love that there weren't really any love stories in it.
They were more just powerful girls.
Right. I love that they're starting to
pretty
show
cool.
like strong, independent princesses.
Does Brave have a love element?
No, Merida like flat out is against it.
Sure. I've
And I
never
love
seen
Merida,
Brave,
too.
But I hear it's
Oh,
great.
you need to
I need
watch
to
it.
watch a few of these movies.
Oh, I didn't
Yes.
like Brave.
You didn't like it?
You didn't like Brave?
No. I don't like it at all.
She had to watch Emperor's New Groove 3 times to cleanse her palate after she
Right.
watched Brave. Your
I
next,
like Merida, but I didn't like the movie.
Your next topic was social media in
Yes.
general. You feel like you could answer questions. How many characters can you tweet on Twitter? Go.
140.
Nice. She's on the ball, Grace.
didn't
If we
know
pick
that.
social media, you better watch your ass.
I don't understand Twitter.
Grace is not a big Twitterer.
I hear Twitter's kind of on the way out because it's oversaturated. Like Facebook has an
understand that.
algorithm that you only see
Yeah.
10% of everything that
Yeah.
people post, and Twitter doesn't, I guess, and it's just like a swamp of
Oh,
stuff.
Twitter like full on gives me anxiety. Cannot figure it out. I don't mess with it.
Anxiety.
I love it because it's like on Facebook, you have to often click the little button. It's like see more to see
Yeah.
the whole post.
Uh-huh.
Like my attention span is not that long.
You want to see it all
I
right
feel
there.
like that's how Twitter is though.
But Twitter is like 140 characters.
But
so
it's
it
like
has to
a
be
link
short.
with like all these letters and symbols that I don't understand. And
Oh.
it's like pick twick or whatever it's called. And I hate it. I hate
Pick
it.
Twit. That's funny. Social media. So you're into, what is your favorite one to use of all?
I like
social
Twitter
medias?
a lot.
Yeah.
But I agree that it's kind of on the way out because, like, I think over the weekend, I don't think I checked it at all. And
There
that's
you
really
go.
unusual for me.
Are you guys big Snapchatters?
I'm getting more into it since I've gotten a cat. But I feel
I'll
like
do it.
It's a big cat app.
Yeah.
I feel
That's all
like
I use
people
it
don't
for.
watch my stories as much anymore because it's always the cat.
I don't know. Does it tell you on Snapchat how many people saw your stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I must not be able to understand how to do it. And again, this Gary Vee guy always talks about take 10 hours of your day and learn how to do everything that everyone's doing because you should know how to do it. Like of all ages, like heads of companies should not rely on somebody else to do it. They should at least be able to know what the thing
good
is that they're
advice.
like.
Yeah.
So I have not done that. So I know, but I do. Like I use Instagram stories all the time, which they just pretty much hijacked from Snapchat.
Yeah.
And
I haven't done any Instagram
that one like
stories.
makes sense to me, and I already have 1,100, 1,500, some kind of followers on Instagram. So I feel like it's like, okay, I'm not just starting over. Like Snapchat, I have nobody.
Right.
So I could build it up, but I feel like if I can do all that stuff on Instagram, I don't know if it's necessarily super integral for me.
I like Instagram for the sake of seeing people or Instagram stories, like people that I wouldn't think to look up on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you can see their stories. But I don't understand how people are trying to become Snapchat famous. That sounds like the hardest thing.
I know.
To
Yeah.
me.
When all this stuff disappears, I don't really know how. I mean, I don't know. That DJ Khaled is huge on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my
Like,
boyfriend follows him.
Yeah.
Can't stand it.
Your last couple topics here were. I lost my place. Hold on. It was the entertainment biz. I liked how you said that.
Yes.
The entertainment biz. Just anything.
Anything.
Anything about the entertainment biz. We'll just read a couple questions
Very
from
broad.
Variety. Yeah.
Oh no.
Variety and see what you know about box office numbers from this week.
Oh,
Great.
I hear Hidden
entertainment
Figures did well.
Hidden Figures made, I think, as much or almost more than La La Land, which is crazy
Wow.
when you think about it.
Well, Hidden Figures is my mom's favorite movie of the year. So
I saw a bunch of stuff that The Great Wall with Matt Damon bombed big time here. It made like $18 million
Yeah.
and it had a $150 million budget. But then I looked up and it said foreign box office, $250 million. And I'm like,
Oh my
well, that's
goodness.
a ton of money to make overseas. So I don't know. What that
Yeah.
means. I don't know if that means it's still a bomb. Like Warcraft also. I think it was just
Oh,
called
right,
or
right.
World of Warcraft or whatever. That made a ton of money overseas, but it was a bomb here. But I don't know if is it still considered a bomb as a total, you know? If
Yeah,
it's
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I know they spend hundreds of millions of dollars in the marketing, so I'm sure it wasn't like it made a ton of money, but I think it at least broke even or something. I don't know. We'll see. Your next topic and final topic of these 5 was cats.
Yes.
Just cats in general.
Just cats.
You got that Snapchat cat account going.
I do.
We've got a cat running around here named Biddy, which I
Biddy.
mentioned was my rap name, R Biddy. So I got super
Spelled
excited. But
differently.
then, yeah, yours is Bit like the cat bit me, which is
Right.
a little unnerving when you're like petting a cat and you're like, no, his name is Bitty. Like
Bitty.
he bites skin, makes it bleed. So that was interesting. What is your cat's name at home?
My cat's name is Winston.
Winston.
Yes.
That is my favorite character on New Girl.
valid.
And that was your final topic. So we are at the point in the podcast now where we've gotten to know you guys over the last half hour, and we're going to reveal the topics we chose for the trivia showdown. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Allison will be doing cats,
Yes.
and Grace will be doing The Office.
Yay!
So it's Office versus the cats.
Cats.
I was going to say The Office versus the cats.
Cats.
And this is the trivia showdown.
Trivia Showdown.
So we will go back and forth. We'll start with The Office, and I'll ask you a
Gosh, I'm
question.
so
You have to
scared.
wait for the whole
Oh, you're
question to be
definitely
read.
gonna win.
You have to wait for the whole question to be read. Have you watched The Office?
I've seen like the first episode.
Oh no, this will be interesting. And do you have a cat, so you do know things about cats?
Slightly.
Okay, so we'll start with The Office, and we'll go back and forth. You have to wait for the whole question to be read, and then when you know it, you're going to buzz in with a buzz-in word. What is a fun word that means something between the two of you that's like 1 or 2 syllables?
Biddy.
Do you wanna do
Biddy sounds good.
That was the cat's name, Biddy?
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, so Biddy, you'll buzz in with the word Biddy, and then you'll answer. You don't ever lose points if you get it wrong. You only get 1 point if you get your topic right. If you get the other person's topic right before they can or after they miss it, then you get 2 points. So I'll keep score over here. Whoever has the most points at the end will be the winner. We'll do this thing called the Trivia Showdown. Then we'll do a thing called the Combo Question, which combines both topics in some way. And then we'll do a thing called Categories with Buds, where I play with you guys, and it has nothing to do with either topic. Okay?
Okay.
So here we go. This is the first question of the Trivia Showdown. This is for Grace's category, The Office. Question number 1 for The Office. What state does The Office take place in?
Biddy.
Grace.
Okay. Scranton, Connecticut.
Incorrect.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but you only get one guess.
Oh, Biddy,
Yep.
Pennsylvania.
Got it. Well done. Allison stole it with 2 points. I think I'm going to honor it.
I'm so mad. I almost
But-
said Pennsylvania.
I'm also thinking ahead to how much she knows about The Office, so that was maybe a
Yeah,
good
I know
balance of the
nothing
points
about
there.
The Office.
This is question number 1 for cats, Allison's category. Now, again, wait for the whole question to be read. You can buzz in with Biddy. Here we go. What type of cat is Garfield? Very
An
blank looks on
orange
your
one?
face. He is an orange one. There's a name of it. Any guesses?
A tabby.
It is a tabby.
Okay.
You got to buzz in with Biddy, but you got 2 points.
Can we do
You can hit the
this?
table?
Okay, 'cause
Cool.
that'll.
Maybe. It might mess up the audio a little bit.
Oh,
Can I
You slap each other in the face.
I'll
Would that
just
be good?
I'll like pat my own leg or something.
Pat your own leg.
Okay.
Perfect. It is a tabby. Garfield is a tabby, according to the Google search I did. So it's 2-2. So you stole her cat's question. So it's now a perfect tied score.
Can
And it's
that
not-
be like practice?
That could kind of be practice. We'll do 9 more practices and then we'll be done.
Great.
All right, here we go. This is number 2 for The Office. What color was Angela's cat Sprinkles?
Biddy,
Yes.
Sprinkles. She has like so many cats.
I know.
Brown.
Incorrect. Allison.
Biddy.
Yes.
White.
It is white, and it's 2 points. 2 points.
I have
for
no
Allison.
idea who that character
You
is.
stole it. Angela is kind of the snippy blonde.
She literally
Blonde cat
has
doesn't help
dozens of cats.
Yeah, a bunch of cats.
That's going to be me in a couple of
So
years.
it's 4-2. Allison's up by 2. Here's question number 2 for the Cats category. In Cats, the Broadway musical, what character is described as a young tuxedo Tom learning to control his magical powers? Any
I don't
guesses?
know.
You guys know Cats at all?
The only one I know is Grisabella.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I saw it once and it freaked me out.
So you're
Is it-
guessing Grisabella?
No.
Oh, okay.
I know that's wrong.
Okay. Anything?
No.
Nothing?
Does it start with a T?
No.
Then no.
Okay.
Absolutely no idea.
Nothing. Okay, no points there. It was Mr. Mistopheles.
Oh, yes.
And I have a hard time.
Obviously.
I have a hard time saying really dumb names. So like I don't want to say that name again ever into a microphone. Mistopheles.
Mistopheles.
I hate the name. I've said this before, I think. I hate the name Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, but I understand.
There's just something about the certain like ridiculous names like Mistopheles. Is that a word?
Mis-
No,
It just
I
sounds
don't think
stupid.
so.
You could not pay me enough money to watch the Cats musical. It just sounds like the worst thing. to me.
It's not the best.
freaks me out.
Freaks you out. We all agree. We
There's
hate
like
cats.
one good song, and that's it.
It doesn't
There you
make
go.
any sense.
It really
I
doesn't.
agree. This is number 3 for The Office, in the second episode ever of the show.
Oh,
So
great.
this is right after the one you watched, Allison. Second
Stopped one too
episode ever of the
short.
show. Michael Scott tries to perform a censored version of what comedian's routine? So he's trying to do a comedian's bits, and they're not for a Michael Scott to do.
Where did you find these questions? These are so hard.
Okay. Any answers? The second episode of the show, The Office, Michael Scott tries to perform a censored version of what comedian's routine? Any guesses?
I'm not even going to guess.
No
I
guesses?
really have no idea.
Allison?
No idea.
Nothing? Chris Rock. Chris Rock was he's
that's
trying
a
to do
good
like
one.
black people jokes in Chris Rock's voice, and he's like, why can't I do them? And everyone's like, you can't do that.
That's a great. Yeah,
So
makes
that's
sense.
interesting. Number 3, this is for Cats. Who played Catwoman in the 2004 bomb Catwoman?
Biddy.
Bomb.
Allison.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Incorrect.
No?
Grace. Any guesses? 2004 movie. You guys were 1 years old. Who plays Catwoman in the 2004 bomb?
Can I just like take a guess?
Sure.
Okay, Biddy.
Yes.
Oh, what is her name? I don't even think she's ever a Catwoman. Catherine Zeta-Jones.
That's not a terrible guess, but it's Halle Berry. Halle Berry.
Oh, Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. So no points there. It's 4-2. Allison's up by 2 against her pal Grace.
Miraculously.
And let's see if she knows this next one about The Office for another steal of 2 points. Number 4. What are Pam and Jim's kids' names?
Oh my gosh. Okay, Biddy,
Grace.
Cece,
Yes.
and I honestly don't watch the later season, so I can't remember the last one. But can I get a point for Cece?
Maybe. Anything? Nothing? No guess for the. It's a boy. Boy's name.
Oh, what is his name?
Starts with a P.
Does it really? Is it Pete?
Nope. I will give you 1 point
Okay.
for it was Cece and Philip. Cece and Philip.
Yeah.
Did you have any idea, Allison?
I did not.
Perfect. Here we go. This is number 4 for Cats. Right Said Fred was a group that had what song referencing a little turn on the catwalk in 1991?
Wait, what?
Do My Little Turn on the Catwalk was the lyrics to the song. It's a very famous song. 1991, Right Said Fred was the group, and they had a song referencing a little turn on the catwalk. What was that song?
No idea.
No idea? Allison,
Nope.
nothing? A little too young. I'm Too Sexy. You know the song I'm Too Sexy? I'm Too Sexy.
of course.
No points there. Still 4-2. Allison winning by a few. This is number 5 for The Office. Dwight's cousin Mose is the bellboy at Schrute Farm's Bed and Breakfast. Mm-hmm. What is his other title at the farm? So he's the bellboy, and he is the what? Any guesses?
Biddy.
Yes.
I feel like he does a lot of stuff. Like he
This
does.
one's kinda funny.
He literally does everything.
Well, what would somebody's title be if they did everything at a
Like
place?
groundkeeper. Like
Kind of.
Allison,
You got a guess?
Biddy.
Yes.
Maitre D. Concierge.
No, very close. Anything else, Grace? It's activities director. So kind of
course
like
it
that thing.
is.
But yeah, his 2 funny titles from the show. What kind of questions did you think I was going to ask?
I don't know. Like,
do
how did
you
Jim
like
and
The
Pam
Office?
get engaged? Where do they get married?
So just the romantic elements of the show?
Yeah.
Very good. The question number 6, does Grace watch The Office? Yes, that's a good question.
I know. These are really hard questions. It's 9 seasons, people. It's a lot of
It is a lot of information.
stuff.
Here's number 6 for cats. Name any alias for the Hunger Games character Katniss Everdeen. It's another name for Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger
Oh,
Games.
Biddy.
Yes.
Girl on Fire.
Yes, the girl on fire is correct. Also, any other? Do you want to?
Oh, Biddy. Mockingjay.
Mockingjay, and then also they said online Miss Everdeen because they call her that a lot. But I'm going to give 2 points to Grace, and that ties it up. Or no, she's got 5, so it's 5-4 because she got the one for the naming of the Office kids. So yeah, the girl on fire, Mockingjay, or Miss Everdeen. Here's number 7 for. Number 6 for the Office. Number 6 for The Office. What was the name of the boom operator who's into Pam towards the end of the series?
Oh my gosh, I know exactly.
This is a romantic question. You should know it there, Grace.
It is. Oh my gosh.
The name of the character, just need his first name.
I can like picture the scenes in my head too. What is
Similar
his
to
name?
my name. If you know my
Oh,
name.
is it? Okay, is it Biddy? Is it like Brian?
It is Brian.
Okay,
so that's
okay,
1
okay.
point. Well done. 6 points for Grace, and Allison has 4. This is number 7 for cats. Here we go. Number 7. It is what is Sabrina the cat's name? Sabrina the teenage witch's cat's name.
Biddy.
Grace.
Salem.
It is
I knew that
Salem.
one.
And that's 2 more points. So it is, let's see, 8-4 right now. Allison did know that one.
I did know that
So
one.
now you guys have to fist fight. I don't know if you knew that's how the show works. This is
I bruise like a peach, Grace.
I was going to say Arkansas, but that's not peaches. That's Georgia.
That's
right?
Georgia.
That is.
What is Arkansas's fruit?
Fruit?
Do they have fruit?
We have diamonds.
I hear the clay is radioactive down there. You're not supposed to eat the clay in the river.
Apparently not. I don't know if you're supposed to eat the clay anywhere unless you're Shailene Woodley.
I really don't know what
Unless you're
fruits
Ralph
we have.
Wiggum from The Simpsons. He eats a lot of paste and clay. Here is number 7 for The Office. You're not going to get it. I have a feeling. Okay.
I'm so mad.
Gabe. You know Gabe?
Yeah.
Okay. Gabe was once told his voice sounds like who, but gayer.
Yeah, no idea.
No idea?
That's like super specific.
I know. I thought it was funny, though. Gabe was once told his voice sounds like who, but gayer. I think his stepdad told him this or something in one of those talking heads where they're talking to the camera.
Yeah, I don't know.
Any guesses? It's Truman Capote.
Yeah, would have never gotten that.
Okay. Question number 8 for cats. What X-Men character was played by Ellen Page? X-Men character played by Ellen Page. Think cats. Cats is the theme. X-Men character played by Ellen Page. You guys know Ellen Page?
Yeah.
I do.
She was in Juno.
I've seen like one.
You're like, she's a
X-Men
roommate.
movie.
She is upstairs right now.
Oh, cool. I've seen like one X-Men movie.
Well, you're one ahead of me.
Think about cats, cat-named characters. What X-Men character was
Cat-named
played by
character?
Ellen Page?
Yeah,
Other than Catwoman, I have no idea. And that's not, it's
Nothing?
a different thing.
that's not X-Men.
No, it's not.
Any guesses?
No.
It was, Kitty Pryde.
What?
Kitty Pryde.
That's the worst name ever.
I didn't make it up.
Kitty Pride.
Kitty Pryde is her name.
Sounds
She
like a
could like
stripper
run
name.
through
It
walls.
does.
She can run through walls and things.
I feel like that's a bumper sticker.
Kitty Pryde.
Why would she run through walls if she's like a cat? Wouldn't it be like climbing?
I think her name was just Kitty Pryde. I think it was like her like I'm Ryan Buds. I think she was Kitty.
I feel like the cat thing would just be like jumping into the wall thinking you'd go through it.
Yeah, I don't think she had any cat-like abilities. I think that was just like her name.
Oh.
All right, we learned something, didn't we?
Well, how do you know?
All right.
X-Men is stupid.
I learned. We learned that, and I learned to not ask hard questions. So
Yeah.
this is number 8 for The Office. When it first introduced, what was Andy's main problem? So Andy Bernard, like, what was his big thing when he first came on the show? He had a problem. So let's say, like, I was a guy who ate too much, and like I was an overeater. That would be a problem. This is like what was Andy's problem on The Office?
Biddy.
Yes.
That he. Oh, now that I was like about to say it, I was like, oh no, wait. I feel like that's like really stupid.
It'd be
of me
like
to say.
something you go to like a therapist for, or counseling, that kind of thing.
So that he like cared too much.
That's a good guess, but no. Allison, any
Biddy?
guess? Yes.
OCD?
No, anger management. So he would like scream and,
yeah.
and flip out and stuff. Andy, played by Ed Helms.
I feel like
Here's-
he did say at one point that he's just like, I care too
He
much.
probably did care too much. That's probably true for him too. Here's number 9. What famous book starts with these lines? Ready? Mm-hmm. The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play. Buzz in when you know it.
And it has to do with cats?
The sun did shine. Yep.
Biddy.
Yep.
The Cat in the Hat.
That's right. The Cat in the Hat to 1 point for Allison. So she's got 5 to Grace's 8. It's still anybody's game. We got a couple more questions left. Did you read that book of La Corona? You're like, I just finished it last week.
I guess I did.
Yeah. All right. This is a multiple choice question. Ready? So you have 3 choices. So this is a little bit easier for you, Grace.
Great.
How many episodes of The Office were there? 151, 181, or 201? You both can buzz in.
Wait, like total?
Total episodes of The Office. 151, 181, or 201?
Biddy.
How many seasons are there?
Can't tell you. Grace.
The 201.
That's right. 1 point for Grace. That means she's got 10 points.
9 seasons.
10 to 5.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
It was 9 seasons. That's right. The first one's only like 6 episodes or 8 episodes, but the rest were all full, I think. Here is number 10 for the cats category. What British actor, you're not going to know it, and comedian does the voice of the Cheshire Cat in the newer live-action Alice in Wonderland movies? Maybe you will know it.
Biddy.
Yes. I'm going to give it to Allison.
She can have it.
Is it Ricky Gervais?
The great guess, not him, though.
No.
Do you know who it is?
You know what?
You had the same one?
I was thinking of the caterpillar.
British actor and comedian that does the voice of the Cheshire Cat in the newer live-action movies.
Yeah.
This guy's kind of old. Like, he's famous for a lot of other stuff. But
Yeah, I was thinking of the caterpillar. I can tell you the caterpillar.
who was it?
Alan Rickman.
Oh. Was he in both of them before he
I
died?
think so.
It was Stephen Fry.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Stephen Fry. Okay, so that was the last of the cats questions. And number 10 for The Office. What actor played Daryl Philbin on The Office?
You don't
know
what is
his
his name? I know exactly what he looks like. I could tell you what other movies he's in.
Okay.
And his name isn't like actually Daryl.
Right.
Because like some of their, you don't
Sure.
know. But
No, I
Like
don't
Creed's
know.
real name is Creed. That's right.
yeah, like some of their names are like
It's
actually.
not that. He was in a bunch of movies. He was in Hot Tub Time Machine.
I know. I was going to say that. Also, Rapture
Allison, you might
Palooza.
know him from the entertainment biz that you're real familiar with.
I don't know his name.
Craig Robinson.
Oh,
You do know that name now.
I do. Can I name other ones?
No. And I forgot, there's one more cats question. Are you ready for this
Oh,
one?
I'm ready.
Kat Dennings is currently the star of what sitcom?
Biddy.
Yes.
Two Broke Girls.
That's right. And it's 1 more point. So it's 6 to 10. So it's a 4-point game right now. There's one more thing we're going to do that's worth 2. And then there's one thing that's worth 3. So if you win both these next things, you would beat Grace.
All right.
Without ever having seen The Office, which would be pretty cool.
That would be really funny.
And to tell you the truth, I don't know if she's ever seen The Office.
I would gloat so hard.
So this is the combo question. This is the round 2 of the show, and it goes real quick. It's just one question. It combines both topics in some way. So this is the combo question. Okay. We mentioned Angela's cat Sprinkles from The Office earlier. She has a total of 7 other cats. Name any 2 of their names.
Oh my God.
2 other of Angela's cats' names.
Biddy,
Yes.
Bandit,
That's one.
and I don't know the other one, but I know that one.
There's 6 other ones. Any guesses, Allison?
Biddy.
Yeah. You just guessed cat names.
Fluffy.
Great guess. Not on the
No?
list. Nope. The rest are kind of weird.
I'm sure. Oh, isn't it like Mr.
There is a Mr. one.
Yeah, Mr.
It's my wife's name. Do you remember my wife's name?
Like her real name? Mm-hmm. Do I know your wife's name?
What fake names do you know my wife's? That's kind of weird. You're like, do you mean her superhero name? Do you mean her screen name?
Wait, but I feel like that wouldn't make sense.
No?
It's like a Mr. and then like a woman's name.
This is getting very detailed. It's Ash, Mr. Ash.
Oh,
Here's the cat's names. Angela's cat's names. Mr. Ash, Bandit, Garbage, Comstock, Ember, Unnamed Sombrero Cat. There's just a cat with a sombrero and like some picture or something.
All right.
And Philip is her cat. Huh. Named after her kid or something, which is weird.
Well, I was like, Ashley doesn't make sense, like Mr. Ashley.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a bad clue. So it's still 10 to 6. So this is the last thing. This is called Categories with Buds. We're going to go around the circle. I'm going to play with you guys, and it's a totally different category. And you get 3 points if you're the last person standing. And the category is Oscar-winning actors or actresses.
Categories with Buds.
Okay.
So we go around in the circle,
right.
and we'll all name one. And if you can't think of one, you're out. Last person standing 3 points. I'll kick it off. I'm going to say Jack Nicholson, and we'll go over to Allison.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. I'm out. No, I'm just kidding. Leonardo DiCaprio. He just won one.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, Sean Penn.
Matthew McConaughey.
That's a good one. Natalie Portman.
I thought you were going to say Nelly Furtado for some reason. Or the rapper Nelly. That would be good. Jared Leto.
Lupita Nyong'o.
I can never repeat that name. I got to really focus on
I'm
it.
pretty sure I messed it up.
Christoph Waltz.
How do I not know more? There's got to be more. So many more. Oh, no. Actor for an Academy Award. How do I not know one?
I don't know.
Anthony Hopkins, Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, there you go. That was good.
Katharine Hepburn.
And they have to have one, correct? Not nominated?
Yeah.
Well, great.
Also, I have no way of checking, so you can...
Literally anyone.
Let's see.
3 seconds.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, he won for Crazy Heart. That screenplay I'm going to give away at a live event if you're listening.
Great.
I want to win that live. I'm going to say I'm out because I cannot think of one for some reason. What do you got, Allison? Down to you and Grace.
Uh-oh.
It's for 3 points.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. I think she won supporting for Girl Interrupted.
Yeah.
So that works. Yep.
That's a good one. Octavia Spencer.
Back to Allison.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis.
Has she been? Oh, she won for Doubt.
Yeah.
That's right. That was good.
3 seconds, Grace.
No, you know what? Actually, never mind. Oh, wait, yes. I have one. You know what? Actually, maybe I don't.
I think it's been like 10
Allison, you got one
seconds.
more to seal the deal?
Actor or actress? Has Brad Pitt won anything?
I don't think so.
No?
Not that I can think
Did
of.
you say Julia Roberts?
Yeah.
He's been nominated for some movies and things. Julia Roberts already been said. I'm going to give it to Allison. So she got
That was
3
good.
points. So it's 9-10. Final score. So Grace won by 1 point. That's how it all went down. Well done,
Alrighty.
Grace.
Thanks.
I appreciate you guys coming on the show. Did you have fun?
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
Did
a
you
lot
learn
of
some
fun.
more stuff about some weird stuff?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I didn't realize that I'm not very good at the stuff
I think you need to rewatch The Office.
I only watch like seasons 3 through 6.
Maybe just like start at the beginning and take notes and go through all.
There you go.
seasons.
I
So
have-
that next time you're prepared.
Very good.
You should learn more about cats.
I
Oh,
should.
damn.
Maybe it's just my cat.
Why are you guys pulling
my
knives
cat.
on each other? That's strange. You guys are ready to play. I like it. You are about to receive your prizes, and your prizes are over by my coat, so I didn't grab them. But they
got
are
prizes?
You got prizes. They are
Ooh.
Resident Evil: The Final Chapter movie posters,
Oh my god.
which I may have 200 of in my trunk. So
Why?
I don't want to talk about it. You guys get those prizes, and you can hang them high on these chalkboarded painted walls in your great house here,
Amazing.
or you can give them to the cat to play with. You
Okay.
can have fun. Biddy will love them. You can bite him all he wants.
I think Hunter actually really likes the Resident Evil movies.
You should just hang it above his bed.
Very
I
good.
will.
Bugs.
Love it.
Surprise.
Yes.
Thank you, girls, very much. Do you have anything you want to plug, like where people can find you online? We talked about your YouTube channel. Allison, what is it? Allison Clay with an E?
Allison Clay with an E. That's all of my social medias.
Very
You can
cool.
also check out AllisonClay.com.
Very good. And try and find Allison in the movie I Saw the Light.
Yes, I think
Hank
my scene
Williams.
got cut, so good luck with that.
All right. Hey, it was only a 10-hour bus ride.
Yeah.
Grace, where
Hello.
can people find you?
Instagram's probably the best one, and it's Grace Elizabeth 7.
And if a company, if someone is listening to this and they're like, ooh, I want a girl to cutely promote my stuff, where can they just email you or something?
Yeah, if you go to my Instagram, my email will be on there.
Perfect.
And I also have a blog, which is essenceofgraceblog.com.
A lot of recipes and things on there.
Sure.
Awesome. Thanks, girls. Have a good rest of your day here.
Thanks. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, that was another fine episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. Grace Andrews was our big winner by just a few points there against her good friend, Allison. Thank you, girls, for being on the show, and make sure you check out both of them. They do a lot of cool blogging and Instagram posting. Grace Andrews and Allison Clay. Check them out, and thank you for listening. Share this episode with a friend if you liked it. Leave us a review on iTunes and help us get up in that new and noteworthy section on the iTunes charts. And send the link to a friend. That all helps try and get the word out about this show. And I'd love to have more listeners. We just hit 10,000 downloads, 10,500, I think, at this time. And I got a bunch of new subscribers over at the Universal Studios Trivia Night that I did for the employees there in the park. So if you are listening to this because you subscribed to the show when I gave you bonus points for doing it at the Universal Trivia Night, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. Somebody came out, Laura, if you're listening, shout out to you. She came and she was an employee over at Universal playing that night, and she came to the Moose Den tonight in Glendale, California, and brought a bunch of people. So I really appreciate that. That is really cool when that stuff is in motion and you see it happening. So thank you very much, Laura, and everybody over at Universal for hosting me last week. Tons and tons of fun hosting trivia on a 100-inch TV, a pair of them, like 200 inches altogether. This is the time of the podcast where you get to play along at home, and you just have to send me the answers to these questions to be eligible for a prize. This week's prize, what is it, you ask? It is Season 2 of the OC. That's right. I bought it at a Goodwill thrift store for $1, and you will win it. Season 2 of the OC, one of my favorite seasons of anything. I love the OC. And you're going to get the whole 7-disc set of the OC Season 2 if you are the name chosen with the right answers to these 3 questions. Everybody who gets it right gets entered in a raffle, and all you have to do is send me the answers to my email, ryan@ryanbuds.com, ryan@ryanbuds.com, or find me on any social media, Ryan Buds, Instagram, Ryan Buds Trivia with Buds on Facebook, and just send me the answers. Here are your 3 questions for this week's listener quiz. Number 1, what is the skunk's name in Bambi? What is the skunk's name in the movie Bambi? Question number 2, what state contains most of Yellowstone National Park? What state contains most of Yellowstone? Number 2. And number 3, how many championships have the Bulls won in the NBA? How many NBA championships have the Bulls won? Send me the answers to those 3 questions to be eligible to win the OC Season 2 on digital video disc. Everyone's talking about this DVD stuff, and I'm finally catching up and getting the DVD sets out to you at a fair price. That's it for this week's episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. If you had a good time, again, tell a friend and compete with somebody. It's fun to kind of listen and play along. People tell me they like doing that, and it's really growing. So thank you very much. We're almost up to about 500 downloads per episode. Some are closer, some are way over that, and it's all because you're telling people and clicking links on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that good stuff. So I thank you. If you have any ideas for guests or future topics or things you'd want to play trivia on, send me an email, ryan@ryanbuds.com. And if you have a special event coming up, I would love to come host trivia for you, host a comedy show, host some bingo, a game night, whatever you want to do. I have so many ideas and so many different things we can play. Just let me know and we'll make it happen. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.